This is a $20 bill earned by providing a service. And as a result, the business has the freedom to spend it, invest it, or save it. Regardless of what happens to this $20 next, these transactions have started bookkeeping and accounting processes. But a lot of people are still confused when it comes to bookkeeping versus accounting. They want to know, what are the differences? Why do I need them? And how much do they cost? At LYFE Accounting, we've helped companies with their bookkeeping and accounting processes. We've helped companies with preparing their financial statements, and we've helped companies save a lot of money with tax preparation. So if you're in business, then understanding your financials are really important. So important that according to Investopedia, one of the most common reasons small businesses fail is due to a lack of capital or funding. And from my personal experience, most small business owners understand their expenses. I've got rent to pay, I've got to pay my employees, I got to pay my vendors, and I got to pay my mom back interest on her loan with quality times and hugs. But where most people fail is not understanding their revenue. Thus, they wind up investing a lot of profits into poor performing products and services, which ultimately leads to business failure. But we can help eliminate some of those risks with proper financial processes. So today, I'm gonna give you 4 simple points that you should know about bookkeeping versus accounting. But before I dive in, make sure you smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and make sure you subscribe if you wanna stay educated on accounting related topics. All right, let's go ahead and get started with point number 1. Defining accounting and bookkeeping. So technically, the definition of bookkeeping is the activity or occupation of keeping records for financial affairs of a business. In other words, bookkeeping is about recording data and transactions. Let's think about this $20 bill from earlier. A good bookkeeper will be able to tell you all the transactions that led up to this $20 and all the transactions that followed it afterwards. In contrast, the technical definition of accounting is the action or process of keeping financial accounts. In other words, accounting helps you summarize all your transactions into reports. Going back to our $20, a good accountant will be able to look at your transactions, summarize, and make some honest conclusions about how you're spending your money. In short, bookkeeping can provide you with a very micro view of your financials, while accounting can provide you with a macro view of your financials. Now, before we go on, I want to hear from you. Tell us in the comments below if you think accounting or bookkeeping is more important for small business success. Okay, now let's move on to point number 2. Why do you need bookkeeping or accounting? By now, it's probably easy to see that bookkeeping and accounting work together. You can't produce financial reports without data, and without a report, your data is pointless. But that's just scratching the surface. Here's an example. Imagine that you own a bakery and you sell 3 types of cookies. You have sugar cookies, chocolate chips, and oatmeal raisins. Every month you pay your expenses and you realize that you're profitable. Yes! See, I told everybody that my idea would work. Take that, suckers! After the immediate feeling of success, you decide that you want to grow even more. So you add on a 4th cookie, a macadamia nut cookie, one of my personal favorites. Yet in the following month, your profits go down. So you decide, man, it's time to add another cookie. This time, a snickerdoodle. And yeah, it'll cost you a little bit more, but you're sure that people are gonna love them. Yet again, in the following month, your profits turn negative. And suddenly, you're worried about your future. Oh no, what am I gonna do now? After getting some help from an accountant, you find that your chocolate chip cookies were actually driving 50% of your profits. And the reason your profits went down was because you cut back on chocolate chip cookies to introduce your new cookie product. As you can see, with a little bit of insight, you can make key business decisions. In addition, a bookkeeper can help you out with many other tasks, such as employee payroll, bill pay, invoicing, and recs. Whereas an accountant can help you out with tasks that include tax preparation, loan applications, letter generation, and overall setup. These are all the tasks you won't have to worry about as a small business owner, thus giving you more time and more understanding within your business. Now, let's move on to point number 3. How much should you spend? The main drivers of price when it comes to bookkeepers and accountants are their level of knowledge and skill. A good bookkeeper generally requires no schooling or experience. They only must possess the skill or cognitive ability to follow their tasks. For this reason, an independent bookkeeper may charge anywhere between $10 to $20 per hour based on their experience. However, an accountant generally requires some level of education and experience. Usually, they possess a bachelor's degree and have worked in some kind of entry-level accounting position. Most independent accountants can demand a price between $50 to $200 per hour based on their experience. For example, a CPA or certified public accountant must pass a very rigorous exam that proves their competency in accounting. For this reason, an independent CPA can demand a higher hourly rate, usually between $200 to $250 per hour. The key is to identify what your weaknesses are and what your needs are. For example, if you're looking to save some time on some mundane tasks, then a bookkeeper may be a good fit. However, if you need some help understanding your financials on a deep level and preparing a tax return, then an accountant may be a better fit for you. But if you're just starting out and you have no business yet, then you probably don't need either. In conclusion, when it comes to bookkeeping versus accounting, there's no one size fits all. In our opinion, it really boils down to your personal skill set, your interests, and where your business is today. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. So today, I'm gonna give you 4 simple points that you should know about bookkeeping versus accounting. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Sean, and I'll see you in the next video.